What's going on, guys? CB Bricks coming at you with another LEGO Star Wars MOC showcase. Today we're going to be taking a look at my latest MOC, and this is the First Order Assault Walker. This MOC measures to be about 8 inches tall, about 7 inches wide, and about 5.5 inches long. So without further ado, let's get into the actual video. So right off the bat, you can see that this is a walker. And this is a first order MOC that I made, and this is highly based on the ATDP from the Star Wars Rebels universe and the ATOP or the ATAP, and you know you're definitely gonna see some influences from that throughout this MOC. You can definitely see it here in the front of the vehicle, going on to the legs, and so on and so forth. So, getting right into it, let's start from the front. You can see that it has a nice, it has angling that comes up here. Well, obviously it's supposed to be an armored vehicle, so it's meant to it's an assault walker, so it comes in and it just assaults the enemy. And it's very heavily armored, it has heavy weaponry, and it's just sturdy. And I had to accomplish that, so yeah, again, starting from the front, you can see that very nicely angled. The details are nice. You can see we have those disc pieces. It kind of reminds me of the ATDP, and I did make a MOC for that, so you can go check that out. You have a simulated window here, but it's just for detail. It doesn't really do anything. Down here, you can see we have two of those missile launchers that LEGO uses, and I just incorporated them. It has some printing tiles, and you can just push on them, shoot them out on either side, and it actually looks pretty cool with them just in it, and it adds that green, and it looks really cool. Right off the bat, you can see that we have those hinges, and this is where probably the biggest feature comes into play. It's where, sort of like the ATAP, it just comes up, and you have a third extendable leg for stability, especially when using this cannon up here. So you can see it's nicely detailed. It uses those Knights Kingdom ratchets right there, and it has shot my missile. Alright, I got it back. Sorry about that, guys. You can see it has a lot of nice movement. It's nicely detailed, and it's just supposed to provide stability. I'm just going to leave that out just for the sake of this review. Continuing on to the side, you can see we have these turrets on either side which rotate, and they can fold in and out for rear facing attacks and side and up. You know, it's just for attack purposes. So you have the two missiles and the two turrets, and I'm just going to remove those so you can see the detail going into that. Really nice. And it's all pretty enclosed. Coming through, or coming to the top, you can see how it's kind of angled out, and it is hinged, and I'm going to take a look at the inside a little bit later in the video. Continuing on, you can see that right here we have these stickers that are on these large slope pieces, and I got those from a Superman set. I forgot which one. I think it was the I don't know what it's called, but it was like a Superman set. Continuing over, you can see that we have these angled flat pieces, and they are movable, but they're supposed to be angled in to make it look cool. Another big feature is this turret. I needed to get it perfect, and it has a very large barrel up here. Just shot it out again, okay. And you can see up here how it looks. Nothing too special there, but it does rotate, or it does lean down a little bit, and it does go up pretty far, and it rotates all around because it's on some ratchets. And you can take a look at the back there. There's some detail there as well. Continuing on to the back, more detail, and you can see that there's that compartment there, this just section there, and this is for when you fold this up. This back leg or foot is just gonna kind of sit in there, and it looks pretty cool even with it in. Continuing on to one of my favorite parts in terms of aesthetics and design are the legs. I used those large ratchet Technic joints, and I just kind of beefed up the legs on some Technic beams. And it looks really nice. Continuing on, we can see that we have like these extra shin armor that I added, and these very large, nice, stable feet, and it works out really well. And so, even though it's a very heavy, large MOC, it can still hold itself up really well. And it also, it doesn't even really need this leg, but you know, it does help with stability. So yeah, now we're going to take a look at the inside. And I'm actually just going to remove the cannon piece for ease of the video. Just going to reattach those. You can get a better look at how that's attached. Just like that. And you can just open this up, and I'm also going to attach this, but you don't have to. You can see that you can just kind of get in there. Open that up. And you can open these flaps up for ease, and I'll take those off too. No, I'll actually just leave those on, but you can take a look on the inside. You can see that we have some controls on either side, some buttons, printed pieces. Up here we have this blue piece which was simulating an on-screen display since you can't really see out. You have one area for the gunner and one area for the driver, and you have some more stuff there. And you can see the seats are made with that tan, and then a piece back there. Back here we have a gun rack where you can fit the guns. See it better? It's just a couple clips. They can just, you know, stick your figures in. And here I have two first order troopers. And I'm just gonna set them in and show you how nice and snug they fit. And there's a lot of nice room in there, and it looks, in my opinion, it looks really good. So I'm just gonna close that up, and the detail in there is really nice. I do like that gun rack, and you can just close it all up. And you can see that when you want to open it, you can just kind of open it like that. That's the easiest way to get to the interior. And it just closes up nicely, just like that. And, yeah. One last thing. Here I'm going to give you a few from the bottom. Nothing too special there. And in terms of construction based, you might have been able to see it already, but there's a lot of Technic beams going into it, and they're just kind of attached throughout the bottom, and then I built up by bricks, and it works out. But definitely if you want to build a strong, sturdy MOC in this size, like a walker, you definitely want a Technic base to give to it. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get on to the final thoughts. Oh, sorry, hit the tripod. So overall, I'm really happy with the outcome of this MOC as well, because it's something different. It's definitely one of my favorites I've come up with. This is a complete my own creation. I based it off of ideas from different walkers from the past, but there's nothing like this in the new Star Wars, Rebels universe, or no, Star Wars Force Awakens universe. So First Order, and it actually does blend well with the new Star Wars sets. You can see just like that. It works out pretty nicely. Big, beefy. Doesn't look that. It's not the most impressive looking, but it gets the job done, and it's really cool. So I think that's pretty much it, guys. So thanks for watching, and leave a like and subscribe.